Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tuấn Nguyễn. I'm come from Vietnam and today I'm 18 years old. So today in this video I want to introduce you something about the Vietnamese currencies, vietnamdong. So every year there are millions of visitors come to Vietnam to travel. So they usually tell me that they have some problem with differentiating different currency in Vietnam. Yes, of course, because Vietnam has around 9 different banknotes, and some of them have the same colors. The color is nearly similar to each other, so it's very difficult to differentiate each other. And there's as well some swindlers usually use this characteristic, the color similarities, so they usually make fake currencies, so the foreigners they feel very different, very difficult and hard to differentiate them. So today in this video I want to help you to differentiate and introduce about all the 9 banknotes in Vietnam. So with the first banknotes, we have 1,000 dong. So with this 1,000 dong note, the rate of $1 is 23,000 Vietnam dong. So this is the smallest banknote of Vietnam. In front of this banknote is the portrait of Ho Chi Minh, the President Ho Chi Minh. He is the person who established the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, with the declaration to establish this country in 1945. So he's also the founder of Vietnamese Communist Party. So behind this banknote, it is made that the 2 men are riding an elephant to explore the woods in the highland area of Vietnam. So 1,000 dong, with 1,000 dong you can buy a candy. Yes, because the value of this banknote is very small, and so we just can buy candy, or yeah, I think just candy or cake, but yeah, it's very small. So with the second banknote, we have 2,000 dong. So this is 2,000 dong. In front of it is the portrait of Ho Chi Minh and the symbols of Vietnam. This 2,000 dong, and behind we have the image of the workers in a weaving factory, fabric producing fabric in Nam Định, in northern Vietnam. And the third banknotes I have right now is 5,000 dong. So 5,000 dong, yes, as well as you can see every banknote of Vietnam has the image of President Ho Chi Minh. Yes, this 5,000 dong. This one is blue color. Yes, very easy to realize. The behind image of this banknote is the hydroelectric Tri An hydroelectric power factory in the southern of Vietnam. Yeah, you can see it clearly. With 5,000 dong you can buy cake. Yes, just cakes, especially in my hometown in Phan City in southern Vietnam. With 5,000 dong we can buy many candies and a cake called bánh cuốn. It's a very traditional food of my cities, and yes, as well. So in Vietnam we have three paper banknote: 1,000 dong, 2,000 dong, and 5,000 dong. The other banknotes is made by polymer. So we have continuously, I will introduce you to 10,000 dong. Yes, the smallest polymer banknote. Yes, the color of it is yellow, a little bit yellow. Yeah. The behind of this banknote is exploitation of oil and gas in the South China Sea, in the southern of Vietnam. So it's called, we can call it a bạch exploitation factory on the sea. Yeah. And next we have 20,000 dong. This one has blue color, a little bit like sea blue sea. The color of the sea, yeah. It's 20,000 dong. And behind the colors is the image of a pagoda bridge in Hoi An and Sen Thao in the central of Vietnam. This Hoi An and Sen Thao was recognized as the World Heritage Site, and every year it attracts millions of tourists come to this place. So with this architecture, it's a combination of the uh, pagoda on a bridge. So this has another names. We can call it as Japanese bridge. Very famous. So if you have only opportunities, you should come to Central Vietnam, especially Hoi An and Sen Thao. As the next banknotes I have right now is the 50 50,000 Vietnam dong. So this banknote is around $2 US. This have a red color, a little bit like pink color. Is very easy to realize. So in front of this have a line, Ho Chi Minh president. Yes, and behind it there are two architecture very famous in the Hue city. The city of Hue in the central of Vietnam is we call it Nguyen Lương Đình and Phú Văn Lâu. It's the place where in the past when the king he want to take a trip or take a journey to other region in the kingdom, he will go to this place, or and before going on the dragon ship, the dragon boat, he will take a rest in Phu Van Lo and Nguyen Lương Đình before. Yeah, 50,000 dong, around $2. And the next banknote is 100,000 dong. Yes, it's similar. It's similar to the other banknotes have the image of Ho Chi Minh President Ho Chi Minh, and in the behind of the banknote we have a very famous architecture in the capital of Hanoi. This architecture can be called as the temple of literature. It can be considered as the first university in Vietnam, and this architecture we call it Khuê Văn Gap. Yes, it's a symbol, the symbol of the capital of our capitals. So you can, if you go to Hanoi, you can visit this place because it's very famous. It's the symbol of the studying, the talent of the Vietnamese people. Yes, and as well as the first university, the first school, in Vietnam. Yeah. With with 100,000 dong is the nearly $5, $5. Yeah. Yes, and The other banknotes is 200,000 Vietnam dong. Yes, you can see. Yes, the image of Ho Chi Minh president. And behind us we have the image of Ha Long Bay, which is one of the seven World Heritage Sites, natural heritage site, and this image of small island. Yes, this is Ha Long Bay, very famous and attract, and every year it attract millions tourists visit this place. Yes, this is the symbol of Ha Long Bay. Yes, come to Ha Long Bay, you can see a lot of different islands with very different shape, very magnetic and safe, and it's very beautiful because I used to have opportunity to go to this place. So it's have many different ships, boats, sailing boats like this one, as well as sailing boats. Yeah, with with 200,000 dong, it's nearly around 10 US dollar. So with 200,000 dong, you may can have a meal for two people in Vietnam. Yes, this one is also very popular in use. Yes, and the last banknote, and as well the largest banknote is 500 US dollar. Sorry, 500 Vietnam dong. In Toronto, the size of 500, this banknote is the largest size in 9 banknotes. Yes, and behind this banknote we have a very common architecture on the Vietnamese people. It's the house in the hometown of Ho Chi Minh president. This place is in the center of Vietnam, in the Nam Dan district or Nghệ An province in the center of Vietnam. So this banknotes is usually used or in business, and if you want to buy something, especially this expensive products, you usually use this one. So there's something I want to tell you, because yes, 500,000 Vietnam dong and 200 500,000 Vietnam dong and 20,000 Vietnam dong. It's very similar to each other about the colors. Yes. So sometimes there is some swindlers. There are some swindlers. They will try their best to cut the corner. They will cut the corner at 20,000 dong, and instead, they as well as cut the corner of 500,000 dong, and they are getting together. So sometimes some people will give you this banknotes, but the corner of it is 500,000 dong. So you can easily be cheated in Vietnam because the similar of two banknotes is so similar to each other. So be careful. You have to observe the banknote carefully before take it. As well, we also have 2,000 dong and 10,000 dong. Yes, two banknotes. They are also very similar. The color is so similar to each other. Yeah. So let's be careful with them, because you can easily be the victim of the swindlers in Vietnam. So that's all I want to tell you about the banknotes of Vietnam currency. So let's enjoy your trip to Vietnam and be careful, because there are a lot of swindlers. They can try their best to take your money. So be careful. Thanks for watching the video. Please remember to please subscribe and like my videos as well, because in the future I will make more videos like this topic to show difference of the currency or the words.